Hey guys, this is Pete on the beat. In this video I'll review to you what I see as the truth about Nofap. And before starting with the whole video, I would like to firstly point a few things out. The first thing that I would like to point out is the fact that I will read a full blog post I just wrote on peteonthebeat.com because I really don't want to waste your time and I also want to bring more structure to the whole video. The second thing is the fact that this video is mostly for the people who do not believe in the superpowers of Nofap, people who never experienced those superpowers for some reason. And the third thing that I want to mention before starting with all of the paragraphs of this article I'm talking about is that if you want to find out more about my personal experience doing Nofap for 4 years, I highly encourage you to visit that link in the description box down below and watch this video. I'm showing you the thumbnail of the video right now. So with all that being said guys, let's start with the first part of this article. In this post, I'll review to you what I see as the truth about Nofap. The point of the written below is not to disappoint you, but to make you aware of few things you eventually understand on your own if you do Nofap for long enough. Even though it is very special to me because it definitely built the foundation for one completely new and totally better lifestyle, I can't deny that by itself Nofap is just one of the things or hacks you can do in order to improve the quality of your life and performance. Yes, it is one of the most important ones accordingly to me. I truly believe this is one of those things that basically changes everything. Okay, when you apply it, it changes everything. As much as I admire all of its benefits, the way I look on it now after doing it for close to 4 years and 2 months is as another step I took on my path towards improving my whole existence. A path on which I stepped a decade ago by quitting drugs, alcohol and cigarette smoking. For me that was the first and certainly one of the biggest steps. It gave start to the whole process and I'll most likely be proud of it until the rest of my life. Okay, I'm very proud of that thing, truth to be told. If I have to compare quitting the drug addiction and whatnot, the drug usage in general and the alcohol addiction to Nofap, then I'd say that both things are pretty much from the same caliber. This is just how I see things. This is my truth about Nofap. Okay, the more I walked on this path, the more I managed to understand that making big steps is important, but what is also equally important is how you're going to proceed. If a step was about quitting an addiction, then what are you going to do instead? If it was about eliminating bad habit, then what good rituals you're going to build and start practicing instead? How you're going to fill the space that is now empty? That is very important and you should figure that thing out. If applying that specific thing or making that big step or whatever gives you more energy, free time and motivation, then you best believe that putting them in good use is what will make the biggest difference. So let's say you succeed with Nofap, then what? What are you going to do? Sitting in your chair waiting for the superpowers to kick in, or you're going to make shit happen? Have no doubt about it, those powers truly exist, but for me their effects kick even more when I start working on something. Then it's almost like getting into the zone. And yes, they are available to both genders and I do believe that women can perform and feel like superheroes equally good as men. I'm pointing this out because I often see Nofap videos of men who talk about that Nofap is mostly for men or the superpowers are only for men and all of that stuff. I don't believe that is true. I'm not a woman, but I think that is a bunch of baloney, honestly. I guarantee that putting in work is the best and the quickest way to really experience the superpowers everybody in the Nofap community talks about. I also guarantee you have an incredible desire to do so. If you do Nofap, you'll be a lot more driven, you'll be a lot more inspired, a lot more motivated, so just do not prevent yourself from taking action. That is the best advice I can give you. Taking my advice will help you discover your previously hidden capability of doing and being a lot more than you can probably imagine. But in the end of the day, you're the one who has to start the process, okay? Making simple efforts towards achieving something is the way to do it. Do not wait for any form of adrenaline or dopamine rush similar to the ones produced by the stimulants. Nofap is not a drug, there is no rush and you won't get any of that. But if you really want to see things from that perspective, the reference I'm about to make right now will help you have the right approach to Nofap in order to really experience the superpowers. Rather see it as a nootropic, which effects become more and more pronounced as you get involved in what you do. Okay? The more you practice it, the more you do Nofap, the more of yourself it makes you feel. But there is no rush. There is no mental rush. There is no physical rush. I mean, I never experienced any form of peaking similar to the ones induced by drugs. Okay? Keep that in mind. If you manage to sustain your new habit for long enough, after a while you'll notice that your levels of performance and happiness are a lot higher than they previously were, but your expectations and standards got higher as well. That means you operate on a new level. You became the next version of yourself, and higher is your new normal. Now is the best time to take the next step. Now it's the best time to apply the next thing, if I can put it like this. You've mastered Nofap, that is great, congratulations, but what's next? Maybe you want to build your physique or improve your whole daily routine. How about getting rid of the junk food, the frequent meals and the constant hunger throughout the day? I truly believe that staying open for new hacks is an essential part of the process. I would also say that self-actualization is a never-ending quest of becoming your ultimate version, and a combination of many things which you should apply one by one. Be patient with yourself. Self-growth is standard. It's a holy ground and there is no greater investment. Dr. Stephen Covey. Probably all of you are already familiar with who Dr. Stephen Covey is. That is the author of the best-selling book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So right now, guys, I'll continue reading and explaining the next paragraphs of my article. Cycling periods of celibacy, not ejaculating, exercising daily, doing the 1 meal a day plan while mostly eating ketogenic diet, like eating ketogenic diet up to 90% of the time. Those are all powerful tools. Each of them has its own key role, works on and optimizes different area of my life. For example, my brain performance and mood are mostly handled by the restricted number of orgasms I have and of course my meal plan. Nofap gives me shitload of energy. My diet and habit of exercising daily are helping me to build my physique, make those OMAD/Nofap gains feel awesome throughout the day and also give me extra energy. Being more confident, inspired, simply loving myself and feeling great in my own skin are all results of the combination of things I've mentioned. For me, living life of not only practicing but actually using all of those things to get whatever the fuck I want done, basically, makes drugs and orgasms really not that impressive. I also discovered that there are bigger and smaller steps. A bigger one always contributes to a few smaller ones. And because of that, we can probably tell those smaller steps are like bonuses or byproducts because they become a lot easier after making the bigger step. For example, quitting drugs helped me get rid of toxic people. Actually, that happened immediately after I quit drugs. After I stopped drinking, going to the gym became essential. So after I stopped drinking, I started lifting. Doing Nofap on the other hand got me into the cyclical celibacy. That helped me to stop wasting my life with like pointless dates and wrong partners. That is how I started channeling my sexual energy, and that is how I stopped overindulging in the habit of sex. Nofap gives huge boost to all the things that I do, but I know that if I want to improve my physique, I have to lift weights, I have to train basically and eat the right way. I also know that if I want to produce music, I have to make beats and practice my ass off on the turntables, okay? Or that if I want to create content for the internet, I have to write articles and film videos for the YouTube, okay? That is probably obvious. Nofap makes all of them not only possible, but so much easier and enjoyable. Basically, I have that burning desire 24/7 to do something. If I do not produce content for the internet, then I probably fuck with beats or train for the second time or study some stuff or basically do other things that are related to beat on the beat, okay? Nofap never replaces my role as a creator, okay? That should be also obvious. I also believe that Nofap can be up to 100 times more awesome if you combine it with daily exercise, the ketogenic state or state of ketosis, intermittent fasting, preferably the 1 meal a day plan, and you also restrict the number of your orgasms. And right now, in the end of this video, guys, I'll give you examples of few combinations I believe are like more powerful than Nofap. Okay, so the first one is Nofap plus cyclical celibacy. The second one is Nofap, cyclical celibacy, and a proper diet. To me, a proper diet is like 85-90% of the time ketogenic diet. The third thing that I believe is also better than Nofap is Nofap plus cyclical celibacy, plus proper diet, plus daily exercise. And the fourth thing that is probably the ultimate is Nofap, cyclical celibacy, proper diet, a ketogenic diet, daily exercise, and intermittent fasting, preferably the 1 meal a day plan. For me, it's definitely the 1 meal a day plan. And of course, no drug nor alcohol usage whatsoever. So yeah guys, that was basically everything I wanted to say and read in this video. I hope you find the video helpful. I hope you like it. I will leave those links in the description box down below. So yeah, I would like to thank you for watching another one of my videos. Good luck experiencing the superpowers of Nofap. And as always, keep flexing. Peace. Those are the Omat Nofap gains. Peace.